Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about a habit that almost every English learner has. And that habit is thinking in Hindi and then translating into English before speaking. At the beginning of learning English, translation feels safe. It feels like a good option. It feels like support. But with time, the same habit becomes a big obstacle in speaking fluently and confidently. You might not be aware, but later on you will regret it. So, so that you will not regret it later, and as you still have time, you can change your way of thinking. In today's session, we will cover that why over translation creates problems and how it silently affects your grammar, vocabulary, confidence, and fluency. So, I welcome you, Tutor Shreya, to today's session. Right? Please put forward your first pointer regarding today's conversation.
Uh, Hi, I'm Shia, and I would like to say that translating in our head slows us down. So, what I mean by this is that when a learner or a person who is translating into in their head, from English to Hindi or to their native language, which they are comfortable in, what they are doing is translating each and every word or each and every sentence a lot. So it takes a lot of time. So in that we pause a lot. And in that time, a lot of anxiety builds in within us, which can make us lose the confidence and make us worry a lot that if I am being right or I'm being wrong, or I'm doing the right, speaking correctly or not. So this is one obstacle which comes when we translate from English to a language we speak, we are comfortable in. So, for the learners who are doing this, I would like to say that it's they should stop doing this or minimize doing this as much as possible, because a lot of learners say that I know English, I understand it very clearly, but when it comes to speaking I lack the confidence, or I am just not that fluent in it. So for becoming confident and for becoming fluent, they have to not stop translating and uh, understand and listen and speak in English and and stop converting.
Exactly. Exactly. I totally agree with you, Tutor Shreya. Because according to me, also, when you are translating, your brain is working in two different languages at the same time. And this will make speaking slow and full of pauses. And spoken English needs speed and clarity, not constant mental conversion. So I totally agree with you. Another pointer which I want to put forward in today's session will be that Hindi sentence structure damages English grammar. So most of the times what happens that many learners who are speaking in Hindi or they are speaking in some other languages, whatever it is their mother tongue, they try to translate from Hindi to English. And I want to say that Hindi and English, they follow completely different sentence structures. Hindi often places the verb at the end, while English places the verb in the middle. Most of the times, well, exception can be there, but yes, when learners they translate directly from Hindi, they carry the Hindi grammar into English. The sentence becomes grammatically wrong or it sounds unnatural. Now, let me give you a small example. Just let us take a Hindi sentence that मुझे ये बात समझ नहीं आ रही. And if you try to translate this Hindi sentence as it is to English, then it will be like, to me, this thing is not understanding. But that does not make sense, right? Because correct English is, I don't understand this. So because of this translation, the learners they struggle with the order of the words, that is with the word order, and they repeat the same grammatical mistakes. They get confused about tense, about prepositions, about other kind of grammars, right? So this habit prevents learners from internalizing real English grammar, and it lengthens the process, right? So this is what I believe. What do you think, Tutor Shreya?
Well, I agree with your pointer that Hindi and English are two different languages and they have different structures, language structures, and not only Hindi, every language has their own unicality and follow their own structure. So if a Japanese person who knows their language, if they are constantly translating from English to Japanese, there it's going to be hard for them to learn English. And what I think, my next pointer would be that translation becomes a habit and not a need. Because what I mean by this is when we are beginner at learning English and learning to speak English. At that time, it's understandable that we are taking the help of our native language, for example, Hindi, to learn to speak English properly. Because at that point of time, we need a support of another language so that we can understand a different language properly. But as the time as we grow in this language and speaking in English, and we reach a certain stage, for example, if we are at an intermediate stage at this moment, then I would suggest the learners to minimize this habit as much as they can. Otherwise, they won't be able to reach at the expert level of speaking English. If they really want to be in that level, in that expert level, they have to stop this habit eventually or minimize this as much as possible. In by doing that, then only they can be very fluent and expert in English, speaking in English and be confident in English. What do you think?
Yes, yes, definitely, Tutor Shreya. I totally agree with you because if you talk about interviews and all, your confidence is being evaluated. Most of the times, many people they think that okay, this is an interview. My subject matter plays the pivotal role, but not only your subject matter, your confidence, how much confident you are to present yourself, as both of us have covered in the last session about interview and all. So already those learners who have not watched it, they can watch it already. And we have also discussed that most of the times, many of the interviewers they evaluate you on the basis of your confidence and your presence of mind. So this is also very, very important while you represent yourself. Totally. I definitely agree with you. And you have to break this somehow, somewhere. So somehow you have to start, right? So definitely, totally agree. I also want to put forward one pointer that is translation creates fear and it also reduces your confidence, right? Because most of the times when learners they depend on translation, their mind is always busy asking what? Asking this kind of questions that is this sentence correct? Did I translate it properly? You know, this kind of questions will lead to overthinking and it will also lead to fear of making mistake, isn't it? So that's why, and it will automatically lead to one more residue that is silence. Instead of speaking, you will become silent, you will become underconfident, right? So many learners they know English, but they don't speak because they are mentally translating and judging themselves already. They think that what if others will judge you? But this is not a judgment being made by others. First, you are judging yourself. that is the reason why you are not speaking up. You are not starting the speaking journey. Right. So confidence will come when you stop translating and you allow small, small mistakes. You focus on communication, not perfection. So translation will make your English sound robotic. And fluent speakers, they do not translate, they express their ideas directly in English, right? And most of the times we get confused between fluency and between proper speaking because fluency is not just about correct grammar. It is actually smooth flow of ideas, natural pause, proper rhythm, tone. So when you translate, you pause too often, which is not good, right? Your sentence will break in the middle and your speech will lose its emotional expression, right? So if I give one small example, Shreya, instead of flowing speech, you speak in pieces because your brain is busy converting the language, translating the language. right? So your fluency will develop only when thoughts will come in English, sentences flow without mental effort, and speaking feels natural, not forced. This criterias we have to remember, isn't it? So anything you want to say, Shreya, before I conclude this session?
Well, I really liked your last pointer as well. The way you explained the pointer to the learners who are watching us. And no, anything, I I perfectly agree with you, and we can conclude this meeting at this point.
Definitely, definitely. So I hope today's session will be useful for all the learners, right?
Definitely.
Yes. So I want to conclude this session by saying that, so learners, translation is helpful only at the learning stage, not at the speaking stage. There is a difference between theory and practical, right? So if you want to speak fluent English, you must slowly train your brain to think in English. Start with small baby steps. Think in short English sentences and speak without fear. Accept the mistakes as a part of learning. And remember, English is a skill, not a formula, right? The less you
Yeah.
translate, the more confidently and fluently you will speak. So, thank you to you, Tutor Shreya, as well as to all our learners who will be watching this video in the future. And let's begin thinking in English starting from today. Right? So, thank you so much. I hope to catch you later in the different discussion sessions. And thank you to our learners also. Have a great day. Bye bye.